Creating a website. Do they have to create a website in your technology course?
That is their final project.
Oh, in what platform?
They're just using Weebly.
Okay. You can see here, I have some other examples. Google Sites is a really basic. Weebly, Wix, those are some common ones. What's the topic of the website they have to build?
They have to make videos and add like their things that they've done in the class basically. So it's going to be somewhat prescribed. Like they have to add videos that they've created in class, and then 5 other things that have been covered in the class. And it's kind of they get to pick and choose things that we've covered.
So
Highlight.
almost like a portfolio a little bit.
Yes.
We used Joomla to create the website, but that was not my choice. It was, we had somebody who's interested in web design and they had experience with that. And they also purchased our domain name. When you're selecting a domain name, obviously no one wants to be typing something that's 25 characters long. So to really try to think about what it captures the essence of what you're trying to have, the main theme of your website, and condense it as much as you can. And so what we ended up using was Grove City AC for Grove City Athletics Club. And the other important thing that we did is that we made our domain name a .org rather to really show that we are a nonprofit organization as compared to .com, which is more for-profit companies. Honestly, I'm not in love with Joomla as a way to try to edit, because it's a little bit more complicated than Weebly in Wix and Google Sites. Just to show you some of the different types of stuff of why we created a website, we have a tab called Apparel, and we use the same company every time, but it's a static, meaning it's not changing. I'll notify people when we have another order, and then here's all the information about, okay, do I have to order a singlet, which is like the tank top version if my kid's in the program? What do you recommend for sizing? Stuff that I would have to retype every single time I want to send out an email, and I can go to do an order for clothing. Same thing with, we go to youth, directions to race venues. Well, obviously we run it the same cross-country courses typically from year to year. So on the website we have, all right, well, if we're running a home cross-country race, what's the address to it? And I can send this link to other coaches from other areas so that they know how to get to our course. Here's another one in Buell Park. What's the address that people can plug into their GPS? These are things that once they're up on the website, you don't have to worry about retyping and finding that information. You can have it there, and people, find our information. Here's, if you want to be a volunteer coach with us, what do we require? Well, here's the background checks, and here's how to access them, and where do you send the clearance forms after you get them. So we require, to be a coach, the same types of clearances you would need to volunteer at the school, type of thing. And this is all stuff that I don't have to mess with from year to year because it's all on a website. And that things like Facebook, it moves, it's not static, it changes. So we want to do adult group training runs. We typically meet, Sundays, 7:30 in the spring and fall, and 1 p.m. And where's the location? Here's the links to our social media on the side here. You really need to be thinking about what are the main tabs you want people to access, and then what might be the drop down options within each of those tabs to really think about trying not to have too many tabs. So think about umbrella terms that you can use that access various locations of the website. That's the main benefit to a website, is having this information there when people want to find out more information and it doesn't change.